Today is a really big test of how far this side has come. We have Barcelona away to start. We follow that up midweek with Valencia at home. And then within still just 6 days of the Barcelona game, we have Villarreal away as to end the month. So it's a ridiculously tough week of football for Mallorca as we head then into November, where hopefully we can assure our Europa League future. And then December, where we should be picking up some good points too. We find ourselves in a good position in the league, currently 7th, but just a point outside the top 4. And as you can see, Barcelona have played 9 games, as have Atleti, Getafe and Real Sociedad. So whilst it looks like we're 5 points off top, technically, provided we win our game in hand, we're actually only 2 points off top. So it's been a very strong start to the season so far. Osasuna have fallen away a little bit. You imagine Getafe and Real Sociedad will do the same, but Barcelona 5th, Valencia 6th, our first 2 opponents today, and Villarreal down in 11th aren't that far away either. We are up against it today. There's been some call in the comment section as well to play Dominguez at right back to give him some first team football up until the run in January, where of course we'll be looking to sign a brand new first team right back. So he doesn't have right back as his positions, but he does get a bit of a boost as a right back or a right wing back. Does he get the +1 as a right back as well? He does. So I can definitely play him there, where we'll see if he's any good or not. Thank you for all of your suggestions for backup striker and first team right back, by the way. We'll deal with that in January when we get there. Outside of that, though, I think Gineppo has earned himself the starts regularly ahead of Musa with his performances in the last episode. So we'll do that moving forward and see if we can't get some decent results today. We are, of course, on Ultimate. As I mentioned in the last episode, I've been playing on Ultimate the entirety of this season and just hadn't remembered to tell you guys. So we are on Ultimate, still with my sliders as well. So the same sliders we were using on Legendary, we are using on Ultimate too. So CPU for the AI, shot error is down, pass error is significantly down, goalkeeper ability is up, position line height is down, and first touch control error for them is also down. And all of my user sliders are still default at 50. If you ever want to know my sliders, and I'm not live and you don't know what video it was in, if you go to my Twitch chat and type !sliders, then you'll have the bot in chat give you the sliders as a command. So you'll be able to see them there. But for now, we're going to crack on and we'll hold our breath and cross our fingers and hope for the best. Barcelona away first. Drop the video a like, of course, if you're enjoying this series, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more with that notification bell ticked. See Barcelona's starting lineup there on the left. Anthony Martial gets the nod up top. Lorenzo Insigne on the left and Trinjao on the right. No Messi in this starting lineup. Luis Alberto, Lo Celso and Frenkie de Jong is a very attack-minded midfield. Junior Firpo, Clement Longley, John Stones, Ricardo Pereira and Marc-Andre ter Stegen in their defensive unit. To El Libertador we go. Lo Celso brushes past Sheriff Bay, straight to Martial, who has 3 in his last 3 supposedly, so he's rather unsurprisingly going to be a bit of a threat offensively. Frenkie de Jong gets to that head of Federico Insua. There was some asks in the comment section about whether I've had competitor mode. Yikes, that's 4 in 4 now for Anthony Martial. There were some questions as to whether I was using a competitor mode as well as being on Ultimate. The answer is no, I haven't used competitor mode since the Everton save. I've not used competitor mode at all, as far as I can recall, in the whole save, and I definitely haven't used it in this save either. But playing on Ultimate, it is a step up, even though we're actually having one of our better starts to a season. But obviously, we have the best side we've ever had as well, so it goes hand in hand with the fact that we're making improvements as well as things getting a little bit more difficult. But that was very well put together by Barcelona. And unfortunately, we find ourselves 1-0 down inside 10 minutes as Anthony Martial, the man of the moment, their danger through the middle, gives them the 1-0 lead. Martial around the corner looking for Lorenzo Insigne. Oh, he sat me down. I waited, or expected the shot. It didn't come. Insigne in such space. You think he's going to shoot there, but he didn't. He doesn't. Squares it simply. Kind of Barcelona-esque, I guess. But when he gets that space there, you expect the shot, so I threw myself at it. He's picked out Martial beautifully at the back post. And it's 5-4 for now, their French striker. And they're only 17 minutes in. He's on a hat-trick already. 2 goals in 9 minutes for Barcelona. And unfortunately, we are already looking like we're going to lose this one. But there's plenty of time to turn it around. Or, of course, plenty of time to lose it by more. Free kick for Barca. Giovanni Lo Celso may play it short or loft it towards the middle, which is what he's gone for. I think Kim Min-jae won that header, but it still ended up at John Stones' feet. Martial on the hat-trick, plays into Trincao, and I don't know if Coco Vegas knew that much about that. He just kind of went, ah! And it ended up hitting his hand more so than him actually getting his hand to the ball. No. He hadn't reacted. It hit him square in the face. It did look kind of that way, didn't it? That it more hit him than him saving it. Oh, and Longley wins that header well, but thankfully it wasn't on target, even if the secondary defender wasn't there to try and clear it away. Frenkie de Jong attempting to work another opportunity, and it's good football from Barcelona again, and Insigne squares it again, and Giovanni Lo Celso turns it home. It's 3-0 to Barcelona, and we are really being put to the sword here. Excellent football from the Catalans. And did I get there with the defender? No, he did just get his toe to it, Lo Celso. I wasn't sure if it was an own goal. Definitely the Argentines' goal. Tucked home. Oh, to be fair, it was Dominguez that was with him. They're both Argentine. Their Argentine got to the ball. Mine didn't. And, yeah, this is the most resounding start to a half by any AI opposition so far in this save. Forward into Anthony Martial. Over the top to Lorenzo Insigne. He's been a creative dynamite for them in this game so far with those squared balls. Kubo will look for Insua initially, but it ended up going forwards to Camilo Hernandez. Lovely ball down the line there to Kufre. Now, I can't cross it yet because I just don't have the players in the right position, but Djenepo's here, and he'll find Hernandez, who finds him again, and his shot is blocked. That's our first chance of the game so far, and that's all we've been able to muster to this point, is that one blocked shot on the edge of the box. Trincao has many options, one which is Lorenzo Insigne on that far side. Is it to be a hat-trick of assists for him? It's not, as Giovanni Lo Celso comes a whisker away from getting a brace for himself to join Martial with 2 goals in the game and add a 4th for Barcelona, and he really couldn't have been much closer. Turns out, Barcelona on Ultimate, quite good. Robertone drills that out to Kufre. Insua's there, but Juan Camilo Hernandez has some space. And that space is gone. Frenkie de Jong trying to marshal that central area well. And to be fair, even though he's in a CDM position, which is not where I would really imagine Frenkie de Jong would work that well. He's more of a box-to-box player, but he certainly played very well in that deeper role. And Insua threw himself at that and couldn't quite get connection on it. We're starting the second half on the front foot. If I could have just stolen that away, we could have got ourselves right back in it. If they can score 3.5, we maybe can score 3.5. I'm not that confident, but we'll try our best. We've certainly created some chances in this game. We just need to be a little bit more clinical when we do get the ball in front of goal and hope that we can keep them out for a little bit longer moving forwards. Into Junior Firpo. Milinkovic-Savic, who's come off the bench here for Luis Alberto. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic playing very well with his first impact in the game. Insigne back to Frenkie. I read that, thank you. And Insua's found. And Juan Camilo Hernandez can make me run, but I can't find him. Milinkovic-Savic. Oh, there's no point taking the piss out of me now, lads. It's just going to annoy me and make me crunch you. Martial, good block by Dominguez. Have to be careful though, because he's on a yellow. Good block by Ndika. Bay gets to that first, and Robertone will look to break away, but we can send Djenepo way down the right, can we? No. Down the left even, it's the right of their defensive line. Trincao. He's past Kufre. And he's got support there from Ricardo Pereira. He's elected to ignore that for now. Frenkie de Jong still pulling the strings from that deeper role. Maybe it was a stroke of managerial genius to play in there. Trincao tackled by Ndika. And now Ricardo Pereira's out of position, but Frenkie gets a vital interception in. I can't get away from my own goal at the minute. Robertone gets that out. Run, Djenepo. Come on, Musa. Open the taps. Let's get one back. There's only 20 minutes to go now, but Djenepo is closing down on goal. And scores. Musa Djenepo continuing to earn that start. I'm not even going to bother celebrating. We're just going to get back to the halfway line and go again. 17 minutes to find 2 more. Out to Insigne. have not enjoyed playing against Lorenzo Insigne at all. Junior Firpo into Frenkie. Frenkie with some excellent footwork. Oh, and again. And again. Kubo to Dominguez. I'll just lift this looking for... Insua was the target. It's gone towards Hernandez. Lifted in there to Martial. And if they score another now... Well, I mean, it's probably over even if they don't score another now. But definitively, if they score a fourth, we certainly won't be taking anything from this. Can we? Can we maybe? Can we maybe? Lucas Robertoni in behind. John Stones isn't the fastest. And he won't get a block on that. With 5 to go, we've pulled it back to 3-2. Is there a chance? Oh, the throw. He's going a long way back. I have to win this here, and I haven't if we stand a chance. You can see time has ticked away. Unfortunately, Barcelona just able to keep possession and work it away from me. The comeback was not to be, but after a diabolical first half an hour, gives me faith being able to come back into the game in the second half and fight against Barcelona on this difficulty with their side being as strong as it is. I mean, I did only have 30% possession and 3 shots. But, I mean, we still came back into the game. Perhaps the scoreline flatters us, even though we pulled it back. Right, Dominguez is wanting to talk to me about something. People have what? People have said what? What have people said, Nicholas? Been talking about the position, ready to do what's necessary. Happy to play right back if it's part of your plan. You'll do for me until January, Nicholas, and then we'll sign someone else. Sorry, mate. Right, we are 8th now and 3 points off the Europa League spots, but still only 4 points. Still only 4 points off the Champions League spots. It's just we don't have a game in hand anymore, unfortunately. We do on Sevilla, however, but we'll see what we can do against Valencia then. It would certainly take us above them if we win this. Would it? I'm sure. Oh no, they were the side that were 4 points above us, weren't they? Yeah, that's a pain. Well, it could take us within a point of Valencia if we can win it, which hopefully we can. Anybody? No, we should be able to play with the same starting 11 that performed against Barcelona. Hopefully we can repeat the second half performance for the full 90 and forget about the first 45 against Barcelona. De Catalera alongside Viejo up top for them. Jason on the right and Marcus Thuram on the left. Julian Brandt and Bissouma in the middle. Gaia, Bruno Viana, Sainz and Florenzi ahead of Vlachodimos. Strong team, and they're in the Champions League spots at the moment, but that's where we want to be. See what we can do to work an opportunity to give us a 1-0 lead. We aren't that scared of Valencia, to be completely honest. Marcus Thuram is a player to keep an eye on because he's the league's top goal scorer, but they're a side that we've been able to get positive results against in the past, and if I had have lost the Barcelona game by 3-0, I wouldn't have had much confidence here. But having fought back in that game, I feel like... Oh, ref, is that a pen? It is a penalty. I feel relatively confident that we can get something from this. I tried to turn inside with Camilo Hernandez there. Jorge Sainz has just taken him down. No card by the looks of things from the referee, but definitely a foul. We're going to get a replay of the challenge? We are. I just tried to cut back, you see, just there, and just the momentum has taken Sainz through him as Camilo Hernandez tried to lean forward to turn to move his centre of gravity. Do we give it to Camilo Hernandez to take? He does apparently have better penalties, so go on then. Camilo wins the pen and scores the pen as well. 1-0 to Mallorca early doors. Hopefully we can see this through. Bissouma driven into Julian Brandt. He's a dangerous player as well. I don't know as I knew or envisaged De Catalera as a striker. He's more of a wide man, I thought, but they're playing him up top. He must have that in his available positions, otherwise they wouldn't play him there. Insua into Hernandez, and here is Robertone. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping their left back would tuck in, so it would leave Kubo in some space, but never mind. Gineppo's in some space, but he can't force it home. Hernandez just dangled a leg at that, trying to threaten them. Oh, into the dangling a leg again and maybe winning another penalty. We're certainly the better side here. If I can grab a second goal, I'd be pretty sure that that's 3 points already. The Barcelona would have thought that, and they got a little bit nervy in the last 5 minutes of the last game. Hernandez looking for Kubo. He's made a great run inside Jose Gaia. And surely Takefusa Kubo here on his left will tuck away the ball into the back of the net. He doesn't do that. often enough. But he's done it now. Mallorca 2, Valencia 0. And we're putting them to the sword at home just as Barcelona did that to us. Things are going okay here. I'm happy enough. When you ever not happy to have a 2-0 lead? I guess if you're 3-0 down on aggregate. Inside to De Ketelera. Trying to change to Bay, thank you. Jeez, that took a while. Bissouma, tackled by Bay. There you go. That's why I wanted to change to him. Gineppo looking to get away. Sheriff Bay is still there, and Kouthoué should be up on the overlap. Taking his time. We've had just as little possession against Valencia as we did against Barca, but we were able to do much better here. Kubo's in a bit of space, and then if I can square this across to Hernandez at the back post, who does get there. It's Robertone. I thought it was Hernandez. Robertone does get there, and we are to have a 3-0 lead at half-time. It's the same sort of story as was in the last game. The home side taking a 3-0 first half lead. But we haven't dominated possession the way that Barcelona have. Valencia have had a lot of the ball, but it's an excellent finish. The keeper probably should have claimed that, though. At least tried to punch it away. Was he close enough? You certainly think so. Oh well, I'll take it. I'm glad he didn't. Oof. Nearly intercepted that. Malaga have equalised against Barcelona. Barca went 1-0 up there and have conceded in the second half again. This time it might cost them the victory. Kouthoué with a good toe in, and again. Valencia have done that a lot. Get to the edge of our box and then get stuck and not really been able to go anywhere else. Gineppo trying to work something. Hernandez has gone. Played in behind nicely. And I just need to find a teammate. Oh, I need a better turn than that to start. Kouthoué's won that header nicely, and Gineppo will try and find a teammate through that gap. Robertone. And then Hernandez. Nice turn. And again. And the whipped finish. No, good save by Vlachodimos down low. Leaping away well, dealing with a change of direction nicely, and that was destined for the bottom corner. That's just a very good save by the goalkeeper. Only just got there. Jared Bowen coming on for Valencia. But Dominguez can't get there to win that. That hasn't quite sat up for Gineppo how I might have liked it to. It did the second time around, but the shot's blocked. Here's Robertone and Hernandez trying to shake the defender. Finds Florenzi, not Gineppo. 15 to go, still 3-0. Kubo forward to Lamkelze, who's playing what could be his last game for the club. And he's going to end his time with a goal off the bench, literally at the beginning of this move with the throw. Building his way down the line and slamming it home. We are going to have to do well to find a player that will replace Lamkelze for as good as he is, for as little value as we paid for him. But I've had all of your suggestions, and I will send my scouts out looking for them as we head towards the January transfer window. Of course, all your right-back suggestions will be taken into account as well, and hopefully we can find the right two players to boost the depth in the squad and take us on to that next level. We're certainly playing at quite a level at the minute. Kubo looking for his second of the game. I want to get it on his left, though. Sharp turn. Oh! But no sharp finish. 4-0, not 5-0. Jared Bowen. Who we're more familiar with than some in La Liga at the moment. Yves Bissouma, another player we're familiar with. Denies us a clean sheet. It's to be 4-1. And as Derek Ray says, purely a consolation goal for Valencia. Really surprised that they've been as poor as they were. They held the ball well throughout the course of the game and worked it about nicely, but they just couldn't create anything. Got to the edge of our box and then stopped. Whether that was us being good defensively, unlikely with my track record, or them just being poor. That was the only shot they had all game. That was a simple victory. We'll take it very much so. Closes the gap to Valencia at least to 1. And should hopefully move us up a couple of places depending on other results. It does in fact move us up to 6th. And we're now only 2 points away from 3rd. And 4 points off top of the table. Barcelona lead the way. Getafe still unbeaten, as are Real Madrid. Atleti, they're on 21 between the two. Right, Villarreal next. They are 10th and have won so far today. I think they've only played one game though. We played our game in hand. They'd already played that extra game. So they've won in their one game today. We've won and lost. But we know what's ahead. A tough, damned fight. We don't worry about the opposition, though. We play our way and hope that they are more worried about us. I always try and I do the same in Football Manager, I always try and play the way that I want to play rather than react to the opposition. If you play your own game, then you're more likely to get them to feel uncomfortable and try and change the way that they're playing, make them uncomfortable, then it's easier for you. Easier said than done, though. Jorgensen in goal for them. Estupinian at left back. Torunariga and Retsos in the middle with Zappacosta on the right. They're playing a 4-1-4-1 with Gomez and Chukwueze out wide. Thomas Delaney and Francis Coquelin. Mia in the CDM role with Borra up top. Hernandez a little bit tired, but he'll be okay to continue on. Gineppo a little bit... Okay, fine. Lamkelze came off the bench, got a goal, although Hernandez did score from the spot. And then let's give Musa at the start as well on the left-hand side, because why not? Arteaga can have a game at left back. Go on then, let's rotate a little. Why the hell not? Pippa can come back in, and not quite as confident enough to give Danny Rodriguez even that start. Right, that'll do for now. That'll do. That's as much as we were. Actually, no, go on then. Let's play Dominguez in midfield. Right then, now we'll go and play Villarreal. Thomas Delaney out to Estupinian. Playing in pink here, in there, all yellow. It was a little bit refresher-esque. Estupinian lifts that over, and Dicker heads away. Confidently done. Not so confidently done by Insua. Quiet episode for Insua, actually, to be fair. He's not had as much to do today. Giving away a foul there on the edge of the box, and Rafael Borra could cause me some problems here. It's more suited to a left footer, and Delaney actually will leave it. Borra will take the free kick. Oh, for a minute I thought that was sneaking in the bottom corner. The keeper had me worried, but he doesn't get there. He doesn't need to get there, however, as the ball glides past that post. Dominguez into Arteaga. Oh, they're really putting the pressure on there with Chukwueze. I think Villarreal are going to be the sort of side that play with quite a high press, aren't they, judging by these opening 10 minutes? That's not going to be easy to deal with, especially now that I've decided to rotate my 11. We don't have quite as much strength and depth or initial quality on the field. We certainly have players of some quality on the field, but they're not as good as the players that they've replaced in the starting lineup. But still, Chukwueze is so fast. I'm not going to be able to get away from him. Right, Nicola Dominguez through that gap. Lamkelze out to Kubo. He holds his starting spot, and he does put us ahead. Derek Ray. Their keeper's wearing basically the same kit as me, but we've scored against him, and it's not an own goal. Into the top left-hand side it goes. Takefusa Kubo with a lovely left-footed finish. What did I say when he scored his goal in the last game? He doesn't do that enough. Well, maybe he's going to start to. Lovely turn. That's where the excellent dribbling comes in handy. Sharp turn on the left. Oh, set the ball away from himself as well. And, well, I think that replay angle shows you just how good that finish was. 1-0 Mallorca. And Dicker to Arteaga down the line. Musa with actually a very good turn inside. Lamkelze into Insua, and Robertone will look for Federico again. And I said he's not really done much. Oh, and he still hasn't. Federico, come on, mate. I'd have put money on you scoring from there. He's pulled it past the post. Trying to get past the defender. It's Kufre up on the overlap. You bet your bottom dollar he is. We'll whip it. Lamkelze is there. Torunariga wins the header. Oh, it's Arteaga, not Kufre forward on the overlap, isn't it? Insua, Nicola Dominguez, go on then. Oh, I forgot he can't shoot. On it. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Forward to Musa. And Lamkelze. This has been more like the Valencia game than it has the Barcelona. We've had not as much possession again, but we are certainly dominating the way that this game is going. Oh, I just needed Insua to roll the defender there. Lamkelze's here. Oh, early first time shot is decent. Oh, 3 attempts to score a second goal. 1 missed, 1 blocked, 1 saved. Insua's there. And look at the space for Robertone. And we'll help it on its way to Kubo, who first time on his left puts it over the bar. Got to do better than that, Kubo. So much time and space, he's almost overthought it, trying to replicate the finish from earlier on in the game, and he's got nowhere near it. Works well to Arteaga. Chukwueze. He's just too fast. Chukwueze, and then plays the ball over the top to Zappacosta, who's going to push forward here on the overlap. Coquelin through to Rafael Borra. Thomas Delaney has pushed a long way forward for the majority of this game. It's just kind of led to them being as open defensively as they have been. Arteaga gets in the way of Chukwueze's attempted cross. And we'll try and catch him going the other way again. Kubo is having one of the best episodes of his time at the club, to be honest. There was some call in the last couple of comment sections to sell Kubo and bring Mbula back. And Kubo certainly responded in today's episode by being one of our best players. There's always one or two players that stand out per episode and one or two that go kind of invisible. And in this one, it's been Kubo that stood out, and it's kind of been Insua that's turned invisible, but he certainly has had his moments. Insua. And Lamkelze was so close to being set free to go and score us a second. Whilst it still remains 1-0, it could either be pegged back to a draw, as Villarreal only need that one chance. I see the man arriving on the edge of the box there, Thomas Delaney. Try and block anything that comes in, just throw bodies in front of the ball. Dominguez does well and Musa clears, but going to bring it back towards the danger zone. Francis Coquelin into Mia, through to Chukwueze, and Ndika intercepts. Having to be alert defensively. That wasn't supposed to go to Dominguez, it was supposed to go to Robertone. Please don't cost me. Thank you, Arteaga. Not thank you, Arteaga. Zappacosta. Good save, Koke Vegas. Villarreal really turning the screw now as Unai Emery's side look to get themselves level in this game. Francis Coquelin going off and Caceres coming on. Just trying to read his name there off the back of his shirt as it was moving about. Arteaga with the clearance. Here is Caceres into Mia. If he finds his way out there, he's done really well. Kim Min-jae. No! And I tried to get Ndika to clear it and he looked like he just fell over or stumbled or something. Delaney tackled by Kim. Really got me pinned in here, Villarreal. I don't like this at all. Thank you, Lucas Robertone. No, that's meant for... Oh my God, passes all over the place. That one was meant for Lucas Dominguez. Finally, passes go where they're supposed to. And it could lead to us having a chance again. Kubo down the right-hand side. You're talking about Santiago Caceres, who's come off the bench here. I'll float this, looking for Lamkelze, and somehow Jurgensen keeps that out. He's got to tuck that home. There's no real excuse there. He's kicked it straight at the keeper. And it's, as was in the first game, a case of the ball hitting the goalkeeper and the goalkeeper saving it. Up we go with Evan Ndika. No aiming the ball whatsoever. Did I say Caceres has picked up a knock? He's basically walked off the pitch, or walked onto the pitch even. Oh no, Sumari going off, maybe. I'm not sure. I swear I just saw, let's say Caceres had an injury. Off the bench, walks onto the field, does a weird sideways volley pass, and gets himself injured. Well done, pal. That's changed the game for your team, hasn't it? He's alright for now. Oh, it's a nice ball. Moi Gomez could save Koke Vegas. And he may well throw himself to the floor there, Moi Gomez. That is a brilliant opportunity. If he gets a proper shot, proper connection on that, it flies in the back of the net. He's just kind of helped it on its way and he hasn't got the power behind it. Adama Traore on for Chukwueze. Pace for pace. Strength for strength. Like for like. But away goes the ball with 6.5 minutes to go. We still look okay to hold on to this lead. But it's basically been half an hour in-game of constant Villarreal pressure. Adama. Where's he going? Oh, it's a nice ball. It's onside. Man that was in the middle there. And we will work this away. Had to rely on Koke Vegas on multiple occasions now to keep the clean sheet as is. Lamkelze not quite as good on the ball as Hernandez, but this has excellently worked until Dominguez jumped over the ball rather than take control of it. But hopefully there's not long added on. 1 minute. Yeah, we've got him pinned in. Oh, nervy. Very close. Great second half. Very competitive. But we sneak a 1-0 victory on this occasion. So a defeat by a single goal and a win by a single goal today. That was a very competitive game. One that we're delighted to take 3 points from and delighted to be... delighted to be into the top 4 with as well. Arteaga's development schedule is complete and he's now up to 81 rated, or should be and is. What's the timeline on Yeah, that'll be all the growing he does this season, but still improving nicely. We'll have a look through, not in this episode, perhaps in December, as we're headed towards the January transfer window, as to how those youngsters are getting on out on loan. But you can see we're bottom of the Europa League group. Have we moved into the top 4 in the league? We're into 5th. Getafe now the only remaining undefeated side, as Real Madrid have tasted defeat for the first time this season. We are 4 points still off top, but a point outside the top 3, 2 points off second. Having a good season. Certainly the best of our saves so far. And tomorrow we have Trabzonspor, Granada, Celta, Zurich and Espanyol. I'll probably play Trabzonspor, play Celta, and sim Granada, and then decide whether to play or sim between Zurich and Espanyol. Wait and see what the group looks like in the Europa League after the Trabzonspor game, which hopefully we'll win, because we did beat them last time. Right, that'll do for today's episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As ever, do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed and subscribe to the channel with a notification bell tick so you don't miss out on more. I am live this afternoon on Twitch with some Football Manager as well, so do come across and join me. Follow the link in the description down below, and hopefully I'll see you over there. It's January transfer window, I think, with Cambridge, although I can't actually remember where we were. I think it's January transfer window. Regardless, come and join me anyway, and I'll see you over there, or I'll see you back here on the YouTube channel tomorrow. Ta-da!